And I want to just share with you all my real estate investor friends out there and also investors with Cardone Capital. I want to give you an update on the current, as of April 8th, current situation in the ever-changing real estate market and the economy of the world. I want to share with you from Multi-Housing News. This was sent to me by one of our investors, Jessica Chin. Thanks, Jessica, for always staying up to date on what's going on. You can find this at Multi-Housing News. Majority of residents, the headline says, have paid their rent for April, which is great news, by the way. I've been on the phone with people that have been 72% collected, 78% collected. I know guys as high as 92%. So if you're investing with us and you have questions, you can always text where we are at. You can text. Let me just give you a number you can text if you have a question. Want to know how we're outperforming the market, by the way. Let me just give you a text number to use. This will come straight to me or Ryan, by the way. And it's 305-407-0276, 305-407-0276, 305-407-0276. This was just released today by the NHMC, which is the National Multi-Family Housing Conference. It's reflecting more than 13.4 million U.S. rental units, so it's a huge number. It's dated, written by Holly Dutton, and it's dated today, April 8th. Amid unprecedented public health crisis that has forced the U.S. economy to a grinding halt, a report found that nearly 70% of rental households, I've been saying this, by the way, for now, 3 weeks, people wouldn't give up on their rent. It's still early. May and June might be different, but 70% of rental units, household units across the nation, that includes California, New York, Florida, all the way to Washington, both sides, middle, both coasts, etc. Paid the rents this month, offering a sense of relief for the multi-family industry. There's been a lot of different information floating around about evictions, can't force evictions, what are people going to do, what are tenants going to do, what happens when people quit paying the rent. So I wanted to make sure that you had this update. I'll try to do this at least once a week. According to a new report, the article says, from the National Multifamily Housing Council, 69% of renters paid their rent by April 5th, reflecting a 12% decrease from the month before, a prior month, and a 13% decrease from the same time last year. The data, that's not good, by the way. It's down, but better. It was culled from 5 industry firms and reflects more than 13.4 million units across the country. Now, those numbers are down, but they're better than a lot of people expected. The president, Doug Bidby, of the MHC, said in prepared remarks that a large number of renters who made their rent payments this month, despite unparalleled circumstances, is a testament to the quick, proactive actions of their members. Nice political response. And the NMHC has taken this crisis as it is unfolded. Bibby added that he expects the number of households making their rent payment will increase over the coming weeks. So what is he saying there? Nationally, it's 69%. Some of the hardest hit parts of the country, like New York, it's like crushed. So that number is going to bring down places that weren't maybe hit as hard, but he expects those numbers to actually go above the 69% as we go into April, mid-April. Most of our renters don't pay. They pay the 1st, the 5th, the 10th, but we expect to be at over 95% on our properties that are operating at 95 or occupied at 95. We expect them to be closer to that 95, 100% by the 15th of the month with late fees, etc. Now, what happens next is the question in this article. I'll put the link down below so you guys can read the whole thing if you choose to. The data shows the impact of the industry was not a worst case scenario like people like me have been planning for. We have taken unbelievable at Cardone Capital, unbelievable fiduciary responsibility, reaching out first to our management team and to our tenants, making sure our properties are protected, taken care of, making sure our tenants stay, offering programs that entice people to sign up for 12 and 15 months. We actually had the highest renewal rate we have ever had in my history of my career being in real estate, because of some of the proactive communication lines that we put out to our tenants and to our managers, and to some of the programs that we've offered. Again, if you want to know what we're doing, how we're doing it, and you're an investor with us, we're going to only share this with investors. Call me or text me at 305-407-0276, 305-407-0276, 305-407-0276. Text me. If you're an investor, I'm happy to share with you what we're doing that is getting us ahead of the curve here, making sure we stay ahead of the curve. In addition to that, we are suspending distributions to our investors for April, May, and June to make sure we have enough capital set aside in case we get into a worst case scenario. That money will be escrowed. We expect that most of that money will be there. We've been distributing over $2 million a month, or almost $2 million a month. I think we distributed $24 million last year. So we want to take the fiduciary responsibility, be defensive, and make sure that we are funded, well funded, in case this thing, May, June, and July, got really ugly. Better to be in that position than to not have the cash necessary to take care of these properties. Also, I want to tell everybody out there, these properties that we have today, we could not go back into this marketplace and buy today. We could not replace them. We couldn't replace them at the price. We couldn't replace them in the location. We couldn't replace their cash flowing function already, that they're already in a good position. And we could not replace their debt. The debt in this environment is so vital and so critical, which brings me to the other thing that we're doing. We're in contact with all of our lenders, looking at, do we ask for forbearance? Do we ask for some relief for 3 months? Do we expect it to get worse? But we at least want to be in that position to be communicating with our lenders to say, hey, we're here. We want to make good on our loans. We want to take care of our tenants. We want to take care of our properties. But we need communication, and a strong line of communication with our debtors. Our different Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac teachers, Fannie Mae, et cetera, or Wells Fargo, that we've borrowed money for. So I just want to let you guys know, if you're managing your own properties right now, be in touch with your tenants, be in touch with the management team, and be in touch with your lenders. Come up with a plan that keeps tenants above this 69% point. Know what your break even is. We know all these things. We know these very vital, crucial metrics. Also, I have people calling me every day saying, hey, dude, I got $1 million with you right now. I got $1 million in the stock market. A good friend of mine called me this morning. I want to get that money out of the market and get it with you. The kind of investments, the real estate that I'm buying today, we're not going to lose, okay? 100% certain we don't lose this property. It's going to be 3 months, 5 months, 6 months. We will escrow distributions to our investors. We will make sure we're spending the money we need on the property. We'll make sure we're spending the money we need to market the properties, and we'll make sure we're spending the money to take care of the properties and the tenants, so that when we come out on the other side of this and we go back to a normal economy and normal employment, people are going to be like, I love living here. They take care of me. They're in communication. They help me when I needed help. So what happens next? Who knows? They're creating an emergency rental assistance program to help renters out. A lot of misinformation in this thing, because they're like, okay, no evictions, and nobody can be evicted. That's not actually quite true. Also understand that when you don't pay your rent, that travels with you, and most renters know that, and they don't want that, because as your history with a property gets worse, the next place you're going to go live at, which you will need to go live someplace, will get worse as well. So renters know that as they don't pay, their situation in the future becomes a little more dismal. That being said, we are doing everything we can with our tenants, 8,000 families, to communicate to them saying, we're here to help you. If you lost your job, if you got cut, how can we help you? What kind of program can we come up with? What can we do for you? Aligning the timelines of mortgage forbearance and the eviction provisions is very, very important. It's a bit complicated. It's a moving, very fluid situation. I'm just giving you an update right now if you're an investor with us or you're a real estate person. Expanding the SBA Paycheck Protection Program. This is helping a lot of our families that rent from us and that residents that live on our properties. And we think that SBA will include some multifamily and student housing protection, providing critical tax relief for multifamily, CapEx. We will be spending a lot of money this year that we would have probably put off because of the new tax provisions. I'm spending a lot of time for all our investors and myself and my family and our family fund to look at how the federal stimulus bill is going to reward investors for CapEx that we spend at the properties, okay? Now, again, if you want to know more about this and you're an investor with us, 305 407, I think it is. Yeah, 407-0276, 305-407-0276. I'm going to tell you the best news of everything that I'm telling you right now is what I'm telling you right now, okay? We are going to do things on our properties and be rewarded for spending that money. And when we get rewarded for spending that money, the biggest benefit is the number of people we'll be hiring because of plumbers, roofers, contractors, doing flooring, kitchens, cabinets. It's going to be massive across this country. Nobody's talking about it. The media's not talking about it. CNBC's not talking about it, and they should be. Anybody from CNBC watching this right now, there's going to be a massive, massive benefit, tailwind to the U.S. economy going forward. So that providing critical tax relief that's in this bill is going to help out. And I know that multifamily owners are going to be at the head of this deal. Enacting critical infrastructure programs to support economic recovery. Meanwhile, industry leaders, Bibby has encouraged owners and operators to work with their residents during difficult times. Of course he has. We were on this before they were. Anybody that owns 8,000 units, and if you've been in the game 25 or 30 years, you've been through down markets like this before, you will know, hey, communicate with the tenant, communicate with the property. This thing, all things will pass. Multifamily will be there to take care of you and your families in the future. It is ultimate income properties are the ultimate capital preservation. Number one, preserve capital, meaning protect it. Number two, preserve capital, meaning what? Don't lose money, don't lose money. Number three, be in a vehicle that will cash flow. I expect February next year, 12 months from right now, we're going to have the highest occupancy in apartments that we've ever seen in the United States of America. Now's the time to invest in real estate. If you're invested with me, you're in good hands. If you got a question, call me 305-407-0276. You see, I remember the number now, 305-407-0276. Text me. I'll be happy to set up a schedule to talk to you. If you want to invest with me now, great. If you're already invested with me, great. If you got a question, great. Hit me back. Hope you find this valuable and useful. Also, you guys that are just starting to invest in real estate, grab that little book that I wrote, Creating Wealth, Investing in Real Estate, Grant Cardone, real estate book. Just Google it. I think it's on Amazon for $15. You can buy it at my site for like $5 today. Grab that book. Learn why 32 units is so important. Why the number of units is more important than anything else. That's why Cardone Capital will survive this. With 8,000 units, we can survive the pullback. With 8,000 units, we get the best debt available. With 8,000 units, you can actually have the best management that you can buy. With 8,000 units, you have enough scale to weather the storm, and you get to see deals that other people don't get to see. Okay, God bless you guys. Be great. Remember, peace, love, stay away from that corona, okay, and cash flow.